1, time in,
Friends,
0-0.
Welcome back to Carvana Championship Sunday. We've got women's singles bronze.
Side out.
Just getting started. Catherine Parenteau hits that ball long, so ball goes back to Parris Todd,
0-0.
two of the top women's singles players in the world on Carvana Grandstand Court.
Side out.
Catherine really set that whole rally up with a very deep return. Look for her to continue to be aggressive on return of serve. The weather conditions on site right now are just gorgeous for pickleball. It's about 75 degrees, partly cloudy, just a light breeze,
0-0.
about 6 to 8 miles per hour. So really a perfect time of day right now for a match.
Point. One zero. Side out.
This is the 8th time in history
0-1.
that Catherine Parenteau and Parris Todd have faced off. Looks like Catherine Parenteau has the edge.
Point.
She has beaten Parris Todd 4 times out of those 7. Most recently, earlier this year, at the Red Rock
1-1.
Open in the quarterfinals.
Let. Reserve. 1-1. Point.
Some really high-level play there, and Catherine asked her life partner, her wife, Athena, from the sideline if that ball was out. I think it skidded off the back line, so Parris Todd's hitting some really deep balls. Some nice placement from her. It's 2-1.
Point. Three one. Side out.
Catherine really earning that rally right there, moving the ball around so nicely. She's currently sitting at number 7 in the women's singles PBA Tour ranking, so you want to be in that top 8 to make your way to the
1-3.
PBA finals at the end of the year. Catherine currently at number 7. This is a crucial match for her, trying to get those PBA ranking points.
Point.
Parris Todd, of course, we know how strong she is in women's singles. Multiple PPA titles in her name. She's number 4 in the world rankings.
2-3. Side out.
Put that one on the Parris Todd highlight reel.
Point. Four two.
Parris's boyfriend, Hunter Johnson, actually won bronze earlier this morning on the same court. So they're trying to go home with a couple of bronze medals here in the singles division. Seems like Parris and Hunter
5-2.
always find their way to the podium in singles.
Point. Timeout receiver,
Ball's coming off
6-2.
Catherine Parenteau's paddle. force
in.
in women's singles. Always
6-2.
one of the top players since the PPA started back in 2020, and now down to number 7 as the competition just gets tougher and tougher. Oh,
Side out.
great shot there from Catherine Parenteau. You can't place it any better than that. And a huge smile from Catherine. She's loving it. Serving now at 2-6.
Point.
Really well played. Great around the post from Parris Todd, but Catherine Parenteau all over it.
Three, 6. Point.
Sometimes in singles, you're trying to hit such a great return deep with pace that you're just going to
4-6.
miss it long sometimes.
Point.
Or short.
Timeout receiver,
Back-to-back
5-6.
missed returns. And we have a timeout from. Hope you've tuned in to
timeouts, one
Pickleball
free
TV
chat.
all week long. We still have our gold medal matches going on, Humana Championship Court. Be sure to, you're going to need 2 TVs, guys, to
Time
watch
in,
all the
5-6.
Pickleball action, especially on Championship Sunday. You won't want to miss these gold medal matches still happening on Championship Court.
Yeah.
Really strong net play there from Parris Todd. I mean, it's one thing to be taking the balls out of the air and volleying them, but those are counterattacks that's really going to give their her
Five.
the advantage. Some nice strikes from Parris Todd. And it's really
Side
going
out.
to make Catherine Parenteau maybe think a little bit more about driving some of those balls at Parris when she's at the net.
5-6.
We may see some more drops from Catherine Parenteau when she's playing from the back line.
Side out.
That might have been a backhand from Catherine. She might have been better off taking that from her backhand side. She ran around it a little bit.
6-5.
And she missed that forehand long. So when you're running around your backhand, it can create more inconsistency at times.
Side
I think
out.
certainly Catherine knows that if she gets backhand to backhand with Parris Todd may be a little bit stronger than her, so she could be at a disadvantage if they're playing at each other's backhands.
5-6. Point.
And I think that entire rally was set up because Parris Todd is returning the ball to Catherine Parenteau's forehand, so Parris Todd needs to keep the ball away from Catherine Parenteau's forehand on the return of service.
6-6. Side out. After review, the alcohol stands. Loss of free challenge. No free challenge remaining. 1 free challenge remaining. We'll
Right, so
resume
there's
play
no
at
harm
side
in
out,
using your
6-6.
free challenge. That's why we have it on the PPA Tour. We want to get the calls right. So I like the idea to go ahead and use that free challenge. Here in game 1, you get 1 every game.
Time in. 6-6. Side out.
That's that drop that you mentioned that Catherine Parenteau might look to do when Parris Todd is
6-6.
holding the kitchen line. We'll see if she hits some more drop shots to her.
Side out.
The ball was sitting really low. Helped force the air from Catherine Parenteau. So Parris Todd serving at
6-6.
6. And that was a
Side out.
meaty ball to have a really aggressive
Called it
return.
out.
Parris's serve was
Point.
a straight lollipop, and Catherine Parenteau tried to hammer it, with an aggressive return, and she missed it long, so a missed opportunity
7-6.
there. It's 7-6. Here's that Parris Todd backhand that we talk so much about. So elite. 8-6. A lot of that is because her perfect form on the backhand. She just has beautiful form.
Point.
And maybe Catherine Parenteau's thinking about that backhand there. She's trying to paint the line down Parris Todd's forehand side. She misses it by about an inch or an inch and a half. It was very close, but out, and it is 8-6.
9-6.
9-6. Apologize. 2 more for game 1.
Side out.
It's been a very hot day here in Peachtree Corners, Georgia. Maybe only been about
6-9.
80 degrees, but the humidity has been intense. I'm sure these players are feeling it.
Point.
It's been probably the hottest tournament of the year on tour.
Seven, 9. Point.
Really well played there from Catherine Parenteau. And it's 8-9.
Eight, 9. Point. Free challenge timeout. Receiver 9-9, 45 seconds.
And we're in store for a very competitive match, back and forth. 9-9 now. Parris Todd has decided to use her free challenge timeout. So that's what I love about that rule on the PPA Tour is we give you a free challenge each game, but you're welcome to use it as an extra timeout. It's a little bit quicker than our standard timeouts, 45 seconds. But if you want to risk it and have no free challenges left the rest of the game, you're welcome to
15
take a quick
seconds.
break. Try and change
No
the
timeout, no free challenge. No timeout, no free challenge. I'm in. 9-9. Point. 10-9.
And a missed return sets up a game point for Catherine Parenteau. Oh, and that was
Point
well
game.
played. That was really set up by her bread and butter. Third shot, forehand roll drive that Catherine Parenteau likes to hit. She does it on the run, and when she can hit that forehand roll drive, she charges the Atlanta Pickleball Championships, a grand slam on the PPA Tour. It's a can't-miss tournament. All the top players are always going to be at these grand slams, so if you get a chance to come to one on the PPA Tour as a spectator or register as an amateur
0-0.
player, you're definitely going to want to come to the Grand Slams, the Cups. Progressive draws are so much fun.
Point. One, 0. Point. Two zero.
Rare miss hit there from Catherine Parenteau. Her first forehand drive that she hit was beautiful. Parris Todd fielded it nicely. And then Catherine just, she hit it off her edge guard on the next one. So back to Parris Todd.
3-0.
3-0.
Point. Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the out call.
The referee's
The out call is
conversation.
overturned. Ball was in. With no
So a
free
7-0 deficit. Catherine
one free challenge
Parenteau
remaining.
finds
Resume
herself
play
in.
at 7-0.
But certainly a player with as much season and experience on the PPA Tour.
Time
Catherine
in,
Parenteau is
7-0.
never out, even though she's down 7-0 and a game. Have to do a little bit more with that backhand volley there. It kind of sat. It was kind of a dead volley that gave Parris Todd an easy pass from her forehand side, commanding lead
8-0.
at 8-0. And we're going to see
Point.
Parris Todd continue to try and target Catherine Parenteau's backhand, especially deep like that. Puts a lot of pressure on Catherine, and she tried to kind of drop roll that ball across court, which I like the shot choice, but missed it wide.
Point.
And another clean backhand strike from Parris Todd. Really feeling it now, up 10-0. Look for her to be very aggressive on this serve. She
10-0.
wants to close this match out and get those 1,200 PPA Tour ranking points.
Side out.
Catherine was in so much trouble as Parris Todd was playing it deep to her backhand. Somehow worked out of that situation, and she has the ball. 0-10 now. We'll see if Catherine can make a run.
Point.
And that's the danger when you play the ball at Catherine Parenteau's forehand. Really nice angle there. She's on the board. 10 more, Catherine. She's gonna need 11 more.
110. Side out.
And the wind really gusted when she was about to hit that ball. I think that could be very challenging for a player. It hasn't been windy all match long, and then kind of right in the middle of that point, we had our largest wind gust of the match.
Game point. 10-1.
What a rally from these two young ladies.
Timeout, change ends.
So well played, some great hustle there. The PPA Tour. Our goal
Game
is to stream
three.
every single
Time.
court at our PPA Tour events, so we're scaling up to announce that. We're getting ready to stream way more courts, so we want your
Point.
friends and family to watch you compete for golds and bronzes on the PPA Tour, just like these pros, and we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna be delivering way more streams than we've ever done in the past. Our goal is
1-0.
to stream every single court at these PPA Tour events, and we're working hard to make
Point.
it happen.
Two zero.
So very quickly, a 2-0 lead for Catherine. Oh, what a spot. Catherine Parenteau with
Point.
the backhand roll drop cross court. Beautiful placement from her. If she can continue to hit that spot, have to like her chances here in game 3, and she's up 3-0. So after losing game 2, 11-1,
3-0.
not a lot of players can just come out firing away and get a 3-0 start
Side
in
out.
game 3, but not a lot of players are Catherine Parenteau.
0-3. Point.
And a nice serve there from Parris Todd. It's kind of what I mentioned earlier. I'm used to seeing Parris Todd just dial up the power, the pace, the depth on her serves. That was a nice one, and she forced a miss return
1-3.
from Catherine Parenteau, so she's on the board, 1-3. Yeah, so when Parris Todd gets kind of an easy forehand drive like that, she wasn't pressured at all on that ball, and she had it kind of sitting up where she could forehand drive it, and she didn't go 100%. So a lot of times you'll see Parris kind of
2-3.
roll those drives, and it makes it very challenging because it's dipping over the net with a little bit of pace. And
Point.
that is a tough drop volley attempt from Catherine Parenteau. I think that's too aggressive there. We've seen Catherine Parenteau hit that nice backhand drop, and then Parris Todd attempted the same, and Catherine dumps the return volley into the net.
Point.
And a backhand-to-backhand rally there. That certainly
Timeout receiver,
suits
4-3.
Parris Todd, and a quick timeout.
4-3.
The best ball
Point.
of the match from Parris Todd. We've seen her try and target Catherine Parenteau's backhand, and that time she goes right down the line. You cannot hit it better than that. Parris Todd, 5-3. Oh!
Side out.
And Parris went too wide there, and Catherine is so quick. Great hustle from Catherine Parenteau. She's never out of any rally, no matter where she is on the court. What hustle from Catherine Parenteau. And it looks like our championship match has just ended, so tune into Pickleball TV for the
3-5.
trophy presentation. Get your second TV set out.
Point. Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the out call. The out call puts us at 4-5. We'll now proceed to
wants
video
challenge
review.
That one looked like she hit it a little bit too hot, might have missed by an inch. We was our head referee for this match.
After review, the out call
Mr. Jim
stands.
Price.
Loss of free challenge. No free challenge remaining. One free challenge remaining. We'll resume play at 4-5.
Call stands just a little bit long. So Catherine serving at 4-5.
Time in. 4-5.
Another picture-perfect ball
Side out.
from Parris Todd. She's painting. She's an artist.
5-4. Side out.
I mentioned earlier, Parris likes to hit kind of a drop drive, like a little drip, and on that time she hits it with maybe a little too much topspin and takes a little too much pace off of it, and she dumps it into the net. So that's the
4-5.
challenge when you're trying to keep it low going over the net. You're trying to get it to dip. Sometimes it dips too much. And 100%,
Side out.
that is how Parris Todd needs to play. She has Catherine on roller skates moving all over the court. And yes, Catherine is one of the faster female pros in the world. Her hustle is incredible. She can get anywhere. But Parris Todd comes out on top in that
5-4.
rally, and it's 5-4. And Parris Todd
Point.
is
Timeout
just
change in,
dialed
6-4.
in. You can call Verizon or AT&T with her paddle because she is just hammering the line when she goes straight away with her backhand.
6-4. Point.
Catherine's going to have to put a little more pressure on Parris Todd in that rally. She really wasn't. Kind of gave Parris carte blanche about what she wanted to do with the ball. Needs to be very aggressive on return of
7-4.
serve here. I would go middle.
Point.
That's the right move to maybe go middle on the return and then try and angle it out wide, pull her off the court after 1 or 2 shots, but it's just the consistencies
8-4.
that put some players on top in matches. And
Point.
you can't hit it better than that. There's Todd with another beautiful backhand drive.
45 seconds.
Good timeout taken by Catherine Parenteau, down 9-4. I would definitely expect Catherine Parenteau to be one of the smartest players of the 5, just trying to get a little bit bigger and a little bit better every tournament. And we appreciate you being along for the ride. Oh, yes, I love that from
Side out.
Catherine Parenteau. So, yes, she's hitting the ball to Parris Todd's backhand, which has been so on fire, but she's putting a lot of pressure, right? Those have a lot of pace. They're nice shots. So even though they're going to Parris's hot spot, she's still okay.
Side out.
Sometimes the other player is just better. And that Parris Todd had a deep ball to her backhand, and she still cranks it for a passing shot winner. So that is the brilliance of Parris Todd, our number 4 ranked player in the
9-4.
world. Such a good rally
Point.
from these 4 ladies. It felt like Catherine Parenteau, 2 ladies, felt like Catherine Parenteau was in control when she took the kitchen line. But Parris worked her way back, and she now has a match point. She wants this bronze and the 1,200 PPA Tour
Match
rankings
point.
points. It's 10-4 here on Carvana
10-4.
Grandstand Court. Those
Side
are
out.
probably the best counterattacks of the match from Catherine Parenteau. She's leaning over the line, volleying it with a ton of pace, just spotting the ball on the back line. Very tough to play it better than that.
4-10. Side out.
But when you're being aggressive like that on those forehand volleys, those counterattacks that she's trying to hit when she's holding the line, you just have very little margin for error because it's such a tough shot, and you have little space to work with when you're
Match
trying
point.
to paint the back line, and she hits that one long. So now she's down another match
10-4.
point.
Point game match.
Bronze medal